Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It is Wednesday, the 26th of November, the day before Thanksgiving here on in the U.S. And the moon is in Aquarius. Nice moon for this time of year. Aquarius is a very friendly moon, very humanitarian moon. Our thoughts go not just to our own families and our own communities, but communities and families all over the world. It is a time that we count our blessings, of which are many, even in this very difficult moment. We are still as lucky can be, quite frankly, um, compared to others, actually. So we have today Venus making a trine to both Saturn and to Jupiter. I'm going to pull the chart up. I've been talking about this for a while, and this chart looks very familiar. I do want to point out that there are a couple of aspect patterns in this chart that are powerful and sort of reflect the changes we're going through. First of all, of course, is this giant grand trine in water. This is actually part of the Venus making an exact trine to Jupiter. Venus and Jupiter are considered the two benefics in astrology, and so they both have that helpful benefic energy. It really helps support relationships, social interactions. It can also help to support learning, as Jupiter is the planet associated with higher learning, actually, and actually also to a certain extent metaphysics. Um, and then we also have the Venus making a trine to Saturn. That's going to happen a little bit later today, but we have this giant grand trine that also includes Neptune and Mercury, which just made this trine a few days ago, and Black Moon Lilith, um, and opposed by Uranus. Now, the opposition between Uranus and Venus isn't exact yet, but it will as Venus moves further forward into Scorpio. So a lot of surprises, a lot of surprising things. Venus will also make a trine to Neptune. So this grand trine isn't going anywhere as Venus and Mercury and Black Moon Lilith all sort of activating it all at the same time. We're hearing the voices of women. We're hearing the voices of women around issues of society and how society is structured. And things that are hidden. All of this water energy is very flowing and it's very powerful, but things can be hidden in the water. Things don't look the same. If you look into a pond, um, you see it's clear. You can see the fish, you can see the rocks, but there's always a little bit of an askew because the way the light hits the water, right? It refracts in a different way. So it's sometimes hard to pinpoint exactly what you're looking at. And then of course if the water is foggy or befouled by something, it's even harder. Then you got to just sort of put your hand in there and feel around, and that can be a scary opposite. That can be a scary proposition as well. And so I think at this point things are clearing up, and yet some things are still kind of foggy in that respect. We also have this little mini grand trine that has been in the sky, I think, most of the year with Uranus and Neptune and Pluto, the three transpersonal planets, sort of cutting through the BS and the excuses that we give ourselves, or that society gives us, or that our leaders give us, that we can't wake up and evolve, because this is a time of awakening and evolution. And then we have this T square here. Of course, T squares are especially potent. It's like a three-legged table. It's not that stable, and so it's easy to get it to move or knock it over, right? And that's with the nodes and Mars. We're still struggling with that Mars in the sign of truth, accessing the axis of our evolution. Um, and the resolution node remains the south node. And so, in order to figure out what direction we're going, we have to pull in the talents, abilities, and the things we're good at from the past while holding a vision for compassion, oneness, love in the future. We can, it's interesting. I often wonder why we spend so much time um, with our military. And this isn't like always true because the military does a lot of things, but we have some really decent, well-trained people that could utilize that to help instead of hurt. And of course, I think we have historically done both. So it's not like it's always been a one-sided thing, but it seems in this administration it's a little one-sided to just try to hurt people. Hopefully that is something that will change uh, sooner than later. So that's what's going on. I'm gonna just add a couple of things here, just to make things more complex, just to give you a sense of where the asteroids are and what other themes are happening that we're not necessarily paying attention to um, with the simplified chart. But let me just give you some more points here and point just a few things out. Okay, so uh, let me see here. Okay. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, things got a little bit more complex. We added a few more things. Um, we have Juno. Juno is the asteroid associated with relationship in a conjunction to Mars in Sagittarius, sign of truth. Also square the nodes, although it is a little bit further looser than Mars is. Juno is sort of how we work together, right? How we create partnerships and the strength of those partnerships. Our partnerships are being challenged as well with this Juno square the nodes. Again, we need to go back to the past and evaluate, um, use our analytical skills in order to move forward in that respect. We have this, the moon right now is at 15 degrees of Aquarius, and it just went over maybe a few hours ago. Pallas Athena, we have Pallas Athena in Aquarius. Pallas Athena is the uh, the asteroid of social justice, social justice. So the people are insisting upon justice. We have Ceres here at 2 degrees of Aries. Ceres is a mother goddess energy. She's the goddess of the grain, but she's also about reaping what we sow, and she can also be associated with grief. She's making a sextile um, to Pluto in Aquarius, opening the lines of communication around those issues. And here we have Chiron. We saw Chiron in the last chart before we complicated it. And right next to Chiron is Eris, Eris, the goddess of discord, conjunct Chiron. People are unhappy, and they're unhappy in for a lot of reasons. But we're always, when you deal with Aries, you're always dealing with Mars energy. You're always dealing with Mars energy, and Mars is in the sign of what is right and what is true, and will be in a little while. Probably, in December, we'll be making a trine to Chiron and Eris. So that's going to be interesting to see when there's a flow between those. And we also have Vesta here. Vesta is what we focus, what we devote ourselves to. She's in the sign of government. So I would say there's probably some government officials, people who've been working for the government, perhaps senators, House members, things like that, who are taking their responsibilities very seriously and trying to navigate the very stormy waters being created by the upheaval that we're experiencing now. So I think that's all I'm going to say about that. As far as just us regular folk, it's a good day to to foster relationships, to strengthen relationships, whether they're family or friends or community. Venus in this grand trine opens us up to perhaps getting to know each other a little bit better. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Mystic Sisters this week and on Saturday, let's see, today's the 26th, tomorrow's 26th, on the 29th. Okay, did that in my head. Woo, I had coffee. Um, I'm sorry, Mystic Sisters on Saturday night on this channel, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Join us for a post-Thanksgiving, I don't know, celebration. Why not? I know that Ona is very thankful, as am I, for your continued support on our Mystic Sisters. So thank you very much. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you on Thanksgiving. Take care, everyone. Namaste.